An apprenticeship is a programme of study that combines practical skills with an apprentice in the workplace with an employer, and study skills. And study skills can either be attendance at college or undertaken in the work placement. Cheshire College works closely with employers to identify any skills gaps or what their needs are as an employer. We can then advertise vacancies for employers and support with the shortlisting process and interview process, and then work with employers to individualise the training to ensure that it's bespoke to their requirements as an employer.
I can think of an architect that we work with locally, and they've taken on an apprentice who's already started making a difference, dealing with inquiries, starting those initial conversations about projects. Another example would be a bricklaying apprentice who has already started supporting projects by ordering materials and liaising with contractors to really get that project underway. We can tailor an apprenticeship to meet the needs of the employer and work really closely with the employer to align to that job role. And then the assessor and the tutor from college will also act as a mentor and support to really bring the skills that that employer needs to make that apprenticeship work.
Apprenticeships aren't just for younger people, they can be used for employers to support their existing workforce. And those apprenticeships can be used to continue to upskill the requirements that employers may have within their organisation. The college can work and support employers to individualise the training to ensure that it's bespoke for their organisation and the skills that they require. That training may be college-based training or training that's provided in the work placement by the college.
If an SME employs a 16 to 18-year-old or up to 24 years with an education health plan or a care leaver, then they can receive £1,000 incentive. Also, if they recruit a 16 to 21-year-old, then the apprenticeship training is fully funded, so they don't pay that 5% contribution that they would for a slightly older apprentice. I think I'd say they're probably not, because any employer can take on an apprentice regardless of the size, and we will help with that recruitment process, so actually we can take a lot of the pain away from that. And very quickly the apprentice becomes a really valuable member of the workforce and can take on some of that workload and reduce some of the burden.
There are many benefits that apprenticeships can bring to an employer, but the main benefits are to support retention within staff feel valued, apprenticeships can provide cost-effective resource for employers.
We're the biggest provider in the region, so there's lots of support and facilities that we can tap into to support the employer. We've also had a £164 million investment across the 3 campuses, including the Institute of Technology at our Crewe campus.
Cheshire College can offer employers an end-to-end product, supporting employers with analysis of their skills requirements, right the way through to recruiting an apprentice, interviewing, selection, and then supporting apprentices to achieve their apprenticeship programme.